that Joe Biden is not cognitively competent to be president of the United States.
Didn't appear at all in any extemporaneous
Or
setting.
voters, for that matter.
Yeah, or voters.
Yeah.
And they basically bunkered down over the weekend. They basically did nothing except for that North Carolina rally. I've harped on this a few times, but they did an Annie Leibovitz photo shoot with the family as the crisis within the party has grown. Now, yesterday was the very first day you saw them try to stop this bleeding. And so he finally called Nancy Pelosi. He finally called Hakeem Jeffries.
So Joe Nacira is a reliably left-wing columnist, and he worked at the New York Times for, over 20 years. He writes today for Barry Weiss's Free Press. Well, he published this yesterday, 2 days ago, July 2nd. The Biden debacle is just the most recent example of what I've come to think of as the gap between what many of us believe to be true because we've seen it with our own eyes and what the arbiters of truth allow us to say. So, for example, with our own eyes, we see that different groups obviously have different gifts, that men and women have different gifts, that different religions attract different types of people. But you can't say these things out loud, that racial profiling is supposedly, this great sin, but the different groups don't commit the same crimes at an equal proportion. Joe Nacira writes, on COVID, on Black Lives Matter, on Russiagate, on Hunter Biden's laptop, the elites told us there was one correct viewpoint, only till finally years later they acknowledged that our eyes hadn't misled us.